Okay. Yeah, I got that.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first Rotary meeting of the new 2026-2027 year here at the Cade Museum. As a reminder, please silence your cell phones, and if you're joining us on Zoom, please register your participation by sending an email to info@rotarygainesville.org. Now I'm going to ask Tom Collette to please come up and give us the song and pledge.
Thank you, David. Although the game wasn't beautiful last night, I think we'll sing America the Beautiful. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Very well done. Now join me in our Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Tom. And let's see, now we've got our invocation given to us by Reverend Kevin Thorpe, who is joining us via Zoom. And Brandon Shortley is the Zoom pro over there. I know we've got him coming up.
May we pray. Lord, we are grateful for this day and all that it means. We thank you for our new leaders who will be installed. We thank you for our special guests who are joining us in this installation. We pray that this will continue to be a year of prosperity, a year of learning, a year of change and transformation. It is for your sake and for your glory we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Kevin. And now I'm going to ask Mr. Collette to come right back up here again and sing to our July birthdays. I've got the list right here. Pardon? We're going to sing first. Okay, folks, our July birthdays. Starting off, we've got Cynthia Miller, Mabel Baker, Paul Ferraro, Barbara Jean, Bobby Hall, Margaret Combs, Maggie Combs, Barbara Gamble, Joachim Bjorn Nordqvist, Charles Howe, Timothy Sorrell, Deborah Ann Newell. Deborah's here somewhere. Matthew Brady. Matthew's around here somewhere too. Joseph Orr. Denise Ferraro. A lot of July birthdays. Gary Ellison. John Graham. Robert Bob Watson. William Daniel Boyd Jr. Ernie Higby. Eric Atria. Thank you. Look at Eric, old school. He's got his dollar. That's good. Thank you. We also have Andrew Joseph Evans. That's Sandy Evans. Sandy Evans coming up. That's okay. That spins. Okay, Sandy Evans making his way up here. And finally, Michael David Gracie Jr.
Who's that guy? Michael.
Okay.
Who's the wise guy who brought up 4 quarters?
Okay, folks. Let's keep it in gear here. We've got introduction of guests and new Rotarians.
Sing first, right?
Let's sing, Tom. That's your job.
You're the man. Everybody, you ready to sing again? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rotarians. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Thanks, Tom. Would never want to slight you on your song and think that Jay or I would want to sing. Okay, let's get started here and introduce guests and visiting Rotarians.
Hello, fellow Rotarians. I have some guests here, Mama Pat and Jerry. They're from Michigan. And they were coming along to just say hello. I'm like, what's a better time to just come and visit us? So thank you for coming.
Welcome.
Rotarians, I'd like to introduce you to Linda Carley. She is here. She is an attorney, a past judge, an author. She has 1 chicken and 1 dog, and she's a past Rotarian, and we're thrilled to have her today.
Welcome.
Hello, Rotarians. I'm Robert Mounts. I first introduced my guest 8 years ago when she was running for the school board, where she served for the last 8 years as the adult in the room. And now she's running for the City Commission, County Commission, District 2, Tina Certain.
Welcome.
Jay Nordqvist, I had the honor of introducing our district governor, Bo Norton.
Welcome. Boy, Tom Collette keeping us on track today.
Separate bedrooms for sure, Tom. So yes, now that I've been totally embarrassed, but I do thank you and love you, Tom. Yes, I have my lovely wife, Allison, here today, so please welcome Allison.
Welcome, Allison. Okay, let's move on. We've got just a couple of announcements today. We've got a very busy meeting, a special speaker here today. So I'm going to ask Eric Atria to come up for our first important announcement.
I knew I'd be back. So we're having, not we, I'm sorry, forgive me. Gordon's family's having a memorial for him August 1st at 10:30 a.m. It's going to be at his house. So if any of you have been there before, you know where it is. But as it gets closer, we'll send out a message so that you know exactly where it is. But again, that's a memorial for our recently parted Rotarian, Gordon Hubble, August 1st at 10:30.
Thanks, Eric. And now I'll ask Susan Maston to come up with a special little announcement presentation.
Hello, everybody. My talk today has 3 points. And we know in mathematics, 3 points make a circle. So let's see if I can pull this story full circle around. The first one is a story about the Rotary magazine. As a member, this is part of our membership dues. It can come in postal mail. It can be digital. And for years and years, I am delighted the minute I see it in the mailbox because I am a crossword puzzle girl. I really am. I can't tell you how happy it makes me. And I really love crossword puzzles in magazines that guide you to read the articles so that you learn something. Scientific American is brilliant in doing this. The Rotary magazine is brilliant in doing this. In our recent Rotary magazine, we had an introduction to our new international president, and I'm hoping that his lovely countenance is familiar to you. Here he is. And I believe we have permission to refer to him as President Yinka. And he is shares his vision in the magazine, which is really aligned with my heart. I can tell you he's from Nigeria, and the African Rotarian spirit is growing immensely. When I went to my first Rotary International Conference, when the Nigerians arrived, the show started. They were rocking the room. They came down the aisles in the House of Friendship, and it was extraordinary. I'll always remember it. In fact, reading the Rotary magazine is like a visit to the House of Friendship. If you've ever been there, you have an opportunity to meet so many clubs and share in their vision. It's quite the education. So let's go straight to Yinka's guide. That's my second point, stories. He says, tell everybody in Rotary how Rotary has shaped who you are. Our personal stories open doors, inspire new members, and remind us all of who we are and how we are here together. So on that note, when a couple of years ago, I was inspired to do some interviews. Do y'all remember those? Because of that, I know Mary Crane's story. I got to spend time with Ben and his remarkable story, and others who maybe are not in the room right now, but especially Gordon. That beautiful video was an opportunity to really share his life with him. And my third point now, coming to our full circle, is introducing the idea for our club. It's going to be called a Rotary Moment. When you are reading the magazine or out in your life, remember I visited Pace Center and I couldn't believe the influence of Rotary in supporting and that opportunity for young women. A Rotary Moment will be something you want to bring to share with us to help us know who you are and what inspires you. You just need to get in touch with David Gracie, get on the agenda, and we will get to know each other, just that next step. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan, for that heartfelt message. And now, everyone, if you'll please join me in welcoming President Jay Nordqvist to his first meeting as president of the great Rotary Club of Gainesville. Let's warmly welcome Jay.
Well, thank you, Tom. You know, I've already blown it. Believe me, that won't be the last time that I blow it. But this is an amazing day, and I'm so glad to see that the room is full. And we're fortunate today to have our district governor here, and I'm just going to give a brief introduction, and we're going to start our program. So Bo joined Rotary in 2017. He's a member of the Rotary Club of Orange Park. He served as club president 22-23. He was appointed district RLI director in 2023 and just became our district governor this year in 2026. Bo's a member of the Paul Harris Society, and his wife, Colette, are major donors. So we appreciate that. Thank you. Please welcome our district governor, Bo Norton. Now, before we get these festivities started, we want to honor one of our members and thought that this would be a great occasion to do so. A member who's done an incredible amount of work from this club, is passionate about this club, is passionate about Rotary in general, and that includes the foundation. So, Brendan, if you can bring up Helen Gilstrom is a Paul Harris Fellow, +7. Please come up, Helen.
I shouldn't be the only one up here.
So, if you know what this means, this basically means that Helen has given over $8,000 to the foundation. And you know what a special heart the foundation has in my heart, and obviously as a major donor in Bo's as well, and a lot of members in this club. So Helen, thank you not only for supporting the foundation, but everything that you do for our club. You're an amazing human being, you're an amazing Rotarian, and we thank you for being a part of our club. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and introduce our current board, and I'd like for them to come up here and join me at the stage. And I know some of them aren't here, but if Brendan, if you could bring up the slide of those are our current board members. So Jennifer Ostis, I don't think she's here. Amber Miller, I know she's gone. Frank Mason, I saw him here. John Thomas is vacationing. Everybody left town. Wes Eubank is here. Come on up, please, Wes. John Bruner, past district governor. Rebecca Nagy, I know she's traveling. Pamela Carpenter, I know she's here. Wilbur Holloway? Yeah, Holiday. He is on a holiday. What happened to Wilbur? I saw him. All right, so Wilbur. And then Tom Collette. And Jacob Atem. Did I get everybody? Did I miss anybody? Well, I'm going to go to the new board members now, so that'll be the next slide. So I'll try not to blow this. David Gracie, Sergeant at Arms. Cornelia Holbrook, I don't think I saw her today. Lauren Elliott, yes, she's here. Eric Atria, there he is. Ryan Kern. And I know Randy Caton is up in the mountains somewhere. I think he might be Zooming. Is he Zooming, Brendan? He might be. He said he was going to try to be Zooming. So what I'd like to do now is to turn the program over to Bo, who's going to install our board members.
Okay. Well, for the board, relax. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute pleasure and an honor to be with you today. And just to put it in perspective, the tradition of installing a new board, of the board turning over, as well as the leadership in the club every year. It goes back 121 years. Now, here's a trivia question. How many clubs each year do you think do this in Rotary? So, okay, for those that can't remember from RLI, all right? All right, so we have 34,000 Rotary clubs in the world. We have over 14,000 Rotaract clubs. And then we have, I can't remember the number of Interact clubs. However, if you count the Rotary and Rotaract clubs, that's 48,000 clubs each year, except for those that might have two-year presidents, and there are some. The Rotary International president and half the board of trustees and directors, because they're on two-year terms. So think about that. All that is happening either in late June or early July, and the Gainesville Club, being the great club that it is one of those clubs that's also having that ceremony. So that's what we're here today to, to celebrate. Now, with that, I'd also like to thank Jay for the kind invitation to be here and to congratulate the boards. And I know JT's on vacation. I was going to say, JT, if you're watching this, thank you for the great year that you had as well. Do I see our Assistant Governor, Stephanie, here? No, but our former Assistant Governor for this area, Linda Reinhardt, is here. Please give Linda a big hand because she did a great job last year. I also want to take a moment to recognize past District Governor Wesley Eubank. And is John Bruner here today? There he is. Wesley is, I know. He's hiding up here, yes. Okay, John's not. But one thing of note, some may realize this and some may not, but this great club has produced, if you will, 8 district governors since 1938. Did you know that? Not that I was around that long ago to remember it, but I'm just telling you. And that is something to celebrate, and you should be proud of that. So, since JT is not here, but Jay, as the incoming, although officially you're here, thank you for successful, for all that you've done, and I know you're going to have a great year ahead of you. Earlier we made that presentation to Helen, and I just, with your permission, I realize you're standing here for a second, but I would like to just simply say that the contributions that Helen has made, that everyone has made in this club for what I call our Rotary Foundation, right, goes to fund all the things that Rotary does good in the world. Case in point are the grants, right? Now, I know this club has participated in grants. I look at Jacob. I know you've been working a big one for years. You and Jimbo Skiles and a few others, right? And you're to be congratulated for that. So that's money that we have all contributed that has come back to this club. So consider that, ladies and gentlemen, ROI, your return on investment. Now, here's a quick question for the group. How many charitable organizations do you know that returns the money that's contributed to them back to the contributors? Rotary. How? It comes back to us in the form of grants, right? Which is why we have such a high rating from Charity Navigator, and which is why Rotarians feel so comfortable in contributing. So I mention that because what Helen did was recognized for today, and which many others have been. This is our money at work. And Jay, this is a great way to do it. And grants are the best way to take advantage of that money. So I know you'll be pushing that this year. Thank you for doing it. So what I'd like to do now is start. And what I'm going to do is ask the board members, if you would, get this out of the way. These board members, you've been elected to a position of great importance in this club. Why? Because the members have a lot of confidence in your abilities and your dedication to the club. And I know that you're going to support Jay this year as president. So, for the oath, I'm going to ask, please raise your right hand. And when I say I, state your full name. I will fulfill the duties of my office to the best of my ability and in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of this club. Congratulations. Give him a big hand. And now, President Jay, the members of this club have selected you to guide the club affairs during the next year. And you've been entrusted with an important yet exciting responsibility to help shape your club's future. This opportunity, along with your board, will make your club shine. You'll reach new heights and accomplish great things. I know that. And it'll be the best year of your Rotary journey. So being elected president of the club, again, is the club's expression of their confidence in you as a leader. Are you ready to take the oath? Okay, so say, I, Jay Nordqvist, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of president of the Rotary Club of Gainesville, that I will, to the best of my ability, follow the Rotary four-way test, that I will give support and assistance to our district governor and to Rotary International, and that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of this club. Fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends, I hereby declare the new president, officers, and directors of this great club duly installed. Give them a big hand.
Well, that was something. That really was. That's a big deal. So maybe I can get my presentation up there, Brendan, when you get a chance. But I'd like to start off by, first of all, thanking the board members for agreeing to serve. And Bo, you're right. They definitely need to take care of me this year because I need some help. So, and I know they will. You know, we already had a strategic meeting where we kind of talked about some things, and I'm really excited about the board. It's an amazing group of individuals. And so, you know, the theme of Rotary this year is create lasting impact. So, you know, that's a big challenge, right? I think we're already doing that in a lot of ways. You know, you look at the Wild Game Feast, you look at what Jacob is doing, Richard and Susan, what they're doing with Sustainable Cambodia, and all the things that we do out there in our community. But, and maybe I should have this is the clicker, right? And how does it work? See? Yeah. Got to turn it on? First step, turn it on. Thank you, sir. So how can we do that? How can we leave an indelible mark on this year? Is it still not working? Oh, I see. Just got to plug it in. Told you we're going to have some challenges this year. So, you know, recently we had a survey, right? And, you know, I'm going to be known as Survey J. I know that. You know, it's already been established. But, you know, and we asked ourselves, why are we Rotarians, right? Each one of us, why are we a Rotarian? I think, you know, Bo said some things that are really important about our, you know, look at how large this organization is and what does it mean to you? And I think we're all on a different journey and we got here differently, but it is an incredible organization. So let's ask ourselves, why am I a Rotarian? And we're going to go over some of the results of these surveys that you so painfully went through. And so, next slide, if I can do it now. Yeah. So in the membership survey, basically service and fellowship are at the heart of this club. That is really what came across. So service and fellowship, and that's what we are. We're a service and fellowship organization. Far outranked everything else, right? So can I forward it? Yes, I can. So here you can say, why do members belong to Rotary? Community service and giving back, 84%. Fellowship and friendship, 81%. And then we have some lower percentages. All of these things are important. All of these things are part of being a Rotarian, and these are things that are important to our members. So we need to make sure that we're doing everything we possibly can to make the experience for our members a good one. And what brings you to the weekly meetings? We want to make sure that people are coming to the meetings and that they're having a good time when they come here. Fellowship, again, is the number one thing. We all want to get together and hang out with each other. I could easily chain myself to my desk and continue to work, but I choose to come here on a Tuesday to hang out with an incredible group of people and then hear a program about something I probably didn't know a whole lot about and walk away feeling good about what our organization does and what our community needs are and really having a better understanding of our community. So that's what it does for me. Of course, the speakers are important, good programs. There's some other things here, networking. We all want to network. A lot of us are still working in a business. There's a lot of things that we want to make sure that we're paying attention to for our weekly meetings. And the programs, looking at the programs, people want diverse programs. You can see here, people want to hear a little bit about everything, right? And so we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that happens. And, what's going to make you more engaged? So a lot of people say, I'm already engaged the way I want to be, which is good. That means that there's opportunities for people to serve, hands-on projects. So here are some of the things that would have people be more engaged. And so we want to make sure that we're providing those opportunities for our members. And then we asked if there's one thing that you could change. What is the one thing that you could change? Well, what came across strongly was some of the newer members and some of the members, feel that they have a difficult time getting to know other members in the club. And I think I'm guilty, as some of the others probably are, in that, I get comfortable, I sit down at my table, I got my group, I'm hanging out, and I don't really think about the newer members sometimes. So I think if we can really think about the new members that are coming into the club, people that you may not know, reaching out, reaching across, let's all get together. What I find so amazing about the Rotary Club is that all political stripes, all different kind of beliefs, non-beliefs, whatever you want to call it, and we all get in this room and we do service projects and fellowship and we hang out, we all get along. That is just an amazing thing, especially in today's world. That's unusual, I would call it. So I'm really excited about that opportunity that we do have. So, try to get to know some of the members that you don't know. Program variety was the thing that came also, and there was talking about fatigue of people coming up to the podium asking for money. So we hear you loud and clear. And some people said, actually, we love the way the club is running, and so that was good to hear as well. There's people that are very happy with the club the way it is, and they don't really want to change it. Charitable giving. So as an organization, we have what's known as a do-goodery fund. And I know there's probably some confusion related to the goodery. I know I'm confused about the do-goodery, and I'm in a leadership position. So some confusion related to how all of that works, and we're going to make sure that we do a better job of talking about what this actually does. But, basically, our top cause, Education Foundation Scholarship, received 92% of the club members thought that was the most important thing. Reading Safari comes in at number 2, and I think none of us are surprised by that. And you kind of see, what the club membership kind of thinks about as far as charitable giving goes. So, how did I get here to this spot at this moment in time? Well, it started with my parents, probably in a bedroom somewhere. Which is something that a son never wants to think about. No child wants to think about their parents in that way. No, but my mother was an amazing human being. She was a physician. She was a dermatologist. She taught me to be a good boy. And, unfortunately, she passed many years ago, and I dearly miss her. My father passed relatively recently, and, of course, he was our patriarch of the family, and so just an amazing human being, both of them. And so I thank them. In fact, my father brought me to my first Rotary meeting. He was not a Rotarian for a long time, but he was a member of the Rotary Club of Key Biscayne down in South Florida. And he brought me to one of the meetings. It was a morning meeting. He was a physician, and he did surgeries and things like that. So he could attend the morning meeting. And I remember attending, and it was, I just felt comfortable. I liked it, liked the idea of people sitting around talking about things, and so I liked it. So that was my first introduction. And then I joined the Rotary Club of Miami, where I started my career. And then, there's a couple of Rotarians in my family that really stand out. So Hans Ingemansson is my grandfather on my mother's side. And he was a long-serving Rotarian in the Rotary Club of Lund, which is in the southern part of Sweden. He was club president. That club was established back in the 1930s, so it's been around for a long time. And Stig Passon, he just turned 90, actually. He is my godfather. He was also in the same club. He was a cardiologist. My grandfather was an attorney. And he was also president. In fact, last year when I went to Sweden, I awarded him, he was a Paul Harris Fellow, and I awarded him another Paul Harris Fellow. So those two individuals stand out as people that have really struck me as far as the Rotary mission goes. Then there's Parker Lawrence, who I don't think there he is here. The reason that I'm standing in front of you is because of Parker Lawrence, because he invited me into this club back in 1996. 1996! Ladies and gentlemen, that's 30 years ago, and I know I look exactly the same. So, when I started out and came up here, Rotary, I thought it was an opportunity for networking. Obviously I was new to the community, and I thought that was a good thing. But it turned out to be so much more, the fellowship. And Chester Yates, and you guys have heard me talk about Chester Yates before, amazing human being, past president of the club, one of the first people to, I think he was the second receiver of the Service Above Self Award. But he really taught me about the foundation and the importance of the foundation and supporting the Rotary way. So I have them to thank for my journey as well. And then, of course, there is Tom. My wife, Allison Drexler Nordqvist. I think she deserves a round of applause. Yes. So, me and Allison met back in 2010, so it's been 16 years ago. And she has always supported me. She's always been there to, push me and make sure that I'm supported in any which way that I can. So, for that, Allison, thank you for everything that you've done for me over the years. Really, really, really appreciate you a lot. And I think she deserves another round of applause for that. So what are some of our goals? Last year, we were a 100% giving club to the foundation, which means that every member gave them at least $25 to the foundation for the year. And then on average, as a club, we were given $100 per member. And for a club our size, that's impressive. So see if we can get back there where everybody's contributing at least $25. That's basically I think the math is $6.25 a quarter. That's a couple of cups of coffee in today's world, maybe just one. So if we can do that, I think that would be fantastic. I know Jacob got up here last week and he was talking about district grants. And we definitely want to see if we can get one new district grant. Jenny Van Hart talked about the grant that we do have for a new freezer that's going to go in at the Bread of the Mighty. So that's something that we did. But we want to see if we can take advantage of foundation money and bring it back to our area. And then club membership, that's the lifeline of our organization, right? Invite somebody that you think, and it's up to all of us. Every one of us can bring a member into this club. And so think about somebody that may share and like the opportunities that this club provides, and please, it's up to all of us. And so we want to make sure we do that. Rotaract engagement. So, we have a Rotaract at the University of Florida, and they are an energetic young bunch of people. I am so impressed by them. We want to make sure we continue to bring them into the fold and engage them, try to get them into our meetings here during lunch if we can. And then, of course, service and fellowship, right? That is what we are, that is who we are, and that is what we're going to continue to do. And if you have an idea, and I've talked about this many times, that if you have an idea, if you have a passion of some sort, look at Jacob. Jacob has been in our club for, I think it's 3 or 4 years now. I think that's 5. Man, time rolls. So, but he's been here for 5 years, and again, he's got a passion related to Sudan. And so, thank you, Jacob, for bringing that to our club and moving that forward. So if you have some passion out there that you want to do, we want to do everything that we possibly can to support it. It's not going to come from me. It's going to come from you. You are the ones who are going to make things happen. I'm just going to try and help. So with that, I'm going to close it up. I think somebody told me that I was efficient last week. I don't think I was efficient this week. But I will say that this is truly an honor. To serve as the president of the Rotary Club of Gainesville is truly an honor. It's a once-in-a-life opportunity for me. I take it very seriously. Anything that I can do and anything that you feel we can do as a club to do more things, do whatever it is we want to be, things we want to change. Again, the surveys, I think, provide us some guidance in terms of what people like and what they don't like. I think we're on the right track. I love our club. I love our members. And so with that, it's truly an honor for me to serve as your president. And so with that, I'm not going to adjourn the meeting as of yet because I do have to, the ticket is sitting right there, so I have to give the ticket. But I think we will do, before we do that, we are going to do the 4-way test. And so if I can be handed that, but we will do the 4-way test. I'm going to announce the number. Well, actually, let me announce the number, then I'll do the 4-way test. See, I'm still trying to get my bearings. I'm trying to get my vision, too. I see it, Susan. I see the number. I got it. Hopefully it's the right one. I'm gonna fake it if not. Looks like 195. So 195. So with that, if we can all stand up. What you got, Bill? Okay, is it the truth? Is fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? With that, we are adjourned.